YouTube? Welcome to the first official vlog of my channel. We're gonna see how this goes. I'm just gonna kind of walk you through what I'm doing right now. All right, let's do it. So my apartment that I'm in right now is pretty messy. I am packing up to move back home at the end of this week. Thank God, getting out of this crap hole. But anyway, I thought I'd talk to you guys today about a pretty fun topic, and that is why you should go to conventions. Now, whether that be anime conventions, comic book conventions, gaming conventions, whatever, you should go. And the reason is because it's the best. You might be thinking, what's all the hype about? I'll tell you what it's about. Conventions are the best. You guys should be going to conventions all the time, all year round, non-stop, every weekend. It's a good way to waste your money. No, but seriously, conventions are amazing. A lot of people I know who are into anime or comic books or video games or whatever have asked me about going to conventions, but they're for some reason skeptical about going. They don't feel comfortable. They think it's, I don't know, lame or something weird, or it's just not their scene. But I tell you guys, if you're ever skeptical about going to conventions, get rid of that thought. It's the coolest thing ever. And you might ask, but Adonis, why is it so cool? And I'll tell you why it's cool. Because you can buy stuff, you can meet new friends, you can dress up in cosplay. It's the best. It's a great way to express yourself as a comic book nerd, or an anime lover, or a gamer, or a YouTuber, or whatever kind of convention you're going to. Or whatever kind of convention you are going to. It's an awesome way to express yourself. Okay guys, so today I thought I'd tell you about my favorite things about going to conventions. So personally, my favorite thing is meeting up with people. I get to meet new friends, I get to meet people who follow me on social media, we get to interact in person, and it's the coolest thing ever. Some of my best friends are from conventions. I have friends all over the country, out in California, out in Florida. I have friends from local, but they're the coolest people I've ever met because we're into the same stuff. We all like doing cosplay, and they're just nice people. I think my favorite part about conventions is meeting people, but also the people that you meet are so nice. All of them are super nice and just the kindest people ever. Apparently, they're nice people. Some of the conventions that I frequent are conventions in the Midwest area, because that's kind of where I'm from. So I'll go to conventions like NakaCon, NebraskaCon, Anime St. Louis. There's some kind of local ones that are smaller, but I really like small cons. But I also like to go to some bigger ones, so I try to at least go to maybe 1 or 2 big conventions a year. NakaCon, like I said, is a pretty big convention, but I really like to travel and go to large conventions like Anime Expo. I went to this last year. Some fuzz everywhere. Anime Expo I went to last year, this past year, and that was awesome. It was huge and there were so many people. It kind of blew me away because it's like 10 times bigger than any convention that I have where I'm at right now. So if you take that, it's awesome. That's such a good time. Speaking of big conventions and small conventions, there's definitely different types of conventions that you guys can go to. More local conventions, ones that happen around at hotels or wherever else, small convention centers, those are pretty local conventions. They're typically smaller, but smaller doesn't necessarily mean worse. Small conventions are great to go to. You get to meet people way more personally, and they sometimes have, really special things going on, really unique events that don't happen at regular, huge anime conventions. On the flip side, big anime conventions are so much fun because you get to meet way more people, there's way more opportunities for photos, and then usually the vendor hall is much bigger, so you get to buy stuff. Buying things is probably my second favorite thing to do at a convention, which is a bad thing to do now that I think about it. It's really easy to spend money there, okay? Don't get on me about it. Spending money is super easy. No, I collect figures, and that's probably my downfall. Figures are too expensive. They're so cool. Oh, they're so cool. Anyway, most people have a thing that they love to buy. I like buying figures. I'm pointing over here because I have some figures over here. You'll see them, there's little minifigs. Little like Nendroid kind of figures. Only one's a Nendroid, but whatever, doesn't matter. You can buy prints, you can buy, like I said, figures, you can buy clothes, you can buy food. It's a great place to get a lot of cool food and candies. You can buy, I don't know, everything. You You can live in a vendor hall. You can camp out there, travel like a circus. So yeah, you should go to conventions. If you want to cosplay, you can do that. If you don't feel comfortable cosplaying, especially if it's your first time, that's okay. You don't have to cosplay. You can go to a convention without doing that. A lot of people go not in costume, and that's totally fine. No big deal. But if you want to cosplay, yes, you should cosplay. Do it. It's so much fun. And then I'll have tons of videos on cosplay. That's kind of what this channel is. Cosplay. Yay. Alright guys, I know this was a quick vlog, but I wanted to get this topic in and kind of covered because it's kind of touchy, but I wanted to say something. You should go to conventions. Just go have fun. Go to a local one, go to a small one, go do it. Enjoy yourself. You'll become addicted. And then all of your money will go into this ridiculous hobby of going to conventions and cosplaying and spending all your money on props and things and costumes, and you'll be broke forever, and it's so much fun! Just kidding. Okay, so go to conventions, enjoy yourself. Thank you guys for watching this miniature vlog. I was going to vlog over the weekend, but it didn't end up working out just because of travel, and it was kind of a fun situation, but whatever, that's cool. You guys get this one instead. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to follow me on social media. I'm pretty much at Adonis Cosplay everywhere. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat. Like and subscribe and share this video. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. If you want to see more rants or vlogs or things like that, days in the life, I will have more time to do it coming up within the next week or so it won't just be like me sitting in an empty room talking to a camera like a crazy person, but it'll be actual legit vlog so I can take you around what I'm doing, what I'm working on, and then we can have Q&As or discussions or whatever you guys want to see. I don't really care. I just want to show you guys some cool content. Maybe you'll like it. So we'll see how it goes. Thank you so much for watching. That is the third time I've said that. Alright, now let's get into this Q&A. First, I want to thank you all who submitted questions. I know it was last minute, but I wanted to end this video with something kind of enticing. Ooh. I'm just going to read these right off my phone, so you can just deal with it. Okay, I'm going to try to skip over some questions that I have either answered in the past or I actually answer in an upcoming podcast that I'm on that I will post about soon. So, what is your favorite place to get wigs? I actually get wigs. Currently, I've bought wigs from Arta Wigs, but my new sort of partnership is with someone called Ichitachi, and I will post I'll link their Instagram down below, but she makes custom wigs, and I'm going to be getting all of my upcoming wigs from her. How do I decide on fabric? Well, what I try to do is I try to match what I think the material would be if you made an anime in real life, and I try to go for texture and then look and then sheen, and if you need it to be stretchy. There's a ton of factors that go into it, but I basically imagine if it's an anime, if that person's outfit was in real life, what would it be made of? And then I go and I kind of search through fabric stores and I feel a lot of fabrics, and then when I get one that I think is accurate, that's what I'll use. Am I planning to do a couple cosplay with Unwavering Artists anytime soon? If so, what? Yes, we are planning one for November actually. I don't know if it's a secret, so I'm not going to say what it is, but keep an eye out because it's going to be freaking cool. Why are you so fabulous? I don't know. What would be your next big foam armor build? Slash, what's your favorite character? Okay, two questions there. My next foam armor build, I believe, is it's gonna be the Flash, I think, from the Justice League movie. That's gonna be fun, that's gonna be interesting, that's a lot of stuff that I've never done before. My favorite character, I have too many to count. I have so many favorite characters, it just depends on what you're talking about. What's my favorite anime? Probably Naruto? I'm such a fanboy. Naruto! When did you start cosplaying? About when I was 15, I think? 15 or 16 years old when I started. What's your biggest pet peeve when making costumes? My biggest pet peeve is messing up and having to redo something that I already did. I just want to do something once and be done with it. What is your puppy's name? And Why did you name it that? My puppy's name is Coda. She is the best. And I named it that because it was a great name that Unwavering Artist suggested to me, and I was like, that's the one. You got it. I like Coda. That's her name. How much do I love my dog? So much. If you haven't seen posts about her, she's my daughter. I literally call her my daughter. I go home and I visit my daughter. She's the best. She's the best. What is your biggest fear about cosplay and your greatest accomplishment in cosplay? My biggest fear is that, my biggest fear would be that I would be unsuccessful doing this as a full-time career. Because this is my passion and I love it so much, that I want this to become a full-time job, and I guess not being able to accomplish that would be my biggest fear. And what is my biggest cosplay accomplishment so far? I won a masterclass award at a convention I went to last year when I entered as an intermediate, and they bumped me up to the masterclass, and then I won the masterclass. That was pretty cool. What got you into cosplaying? A buddy of mine actually told me about a convention, and we went to one together, and then we just kind of decided to dress up and cosplay. If you want to hear more about that story and some other cosplay stories, I'm going to be starting a podcast. It's called By the Bonfire, with a buddy of mine who's big into gaming and cosplay and anime and comic book movie stuff, so a lot of the pop culture things. That's actually coming really soon, so keep an eye out for that, and I will explain a lot about my cosplay origin, so to speak, and how I got started and what I do and my tips and my tricks and my things like that. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. I wanted to keep this brief, but again, don't forget to like this video and share it with your friends and subscribe, and that really helps me out. I'm trying to grow this channel, so if you could do that for me, I would greatly appreciate it. No, but thanks guys again, and I will see you next week.